guys. Today you are reading a really short four-stanza poem by Edwin Arlington Robinson. This poem's called Richard Cory. I'm going to give it to you stanza by stanza, so there are no spoilers. All right, let's look at stanza 1. Notice there's 4 lines in each stanza. So again, this is called a quatrain. It says, whenever Richard Cory went downtown, we people on the pavement looked at him. He was a gentleman from sole to crown, clean-favored and imperially slim. Okay, let's first look at the meter. Whenever Richard Cory went downtown. Okay, I noticed there are 10 syllables in that line. Let's see if there's a pattern. We people on the pavement looked at him. Okay, again, 10 syllables in that line. Spoiler alert, this entire poem is written in those 10-syllable lines. Hopefully you remember. That is called iambic pentameter. Now let's look at the rhyme scheme. So we have downtown, that would get an A. Him does not rhyme with downtown, so that would get a B. Crown rhymes with downtown, so that would get an A. And then finally slim rhymes with him, so that would get a B. So you have an A-B rhyme scheme. Every other line rhymes throughout all of the stanzas. Okay? Notice the speaker of the poem. It says, we people on the pavement looked at him. So the speaker is taking on the persona of these townspeople. They seem to admire this man named Richard Cory. Okay, he was a gentleman from sole to crown. So sole from his feet to his head. Okay, but crown is a good example of diction here. Why would Robinson not just use the word head? One, he's trying to keep that rhyme scheme. 2, think of the connotation surrounded by crown. You tend to think royalty, okay? Clean favored and imperially slim. So he's a good looking, wealthy guy, okay? Let's look at stanza 2 and 3. And he was always quietly arrayed and he was always human when he talked. Let's look at those 2 lines. He was always human when he talked. So although he is richer, probably more successful, better looking than the rest of the townspeople, he's not arrogant. He's not cocky. He talks to them. He's kind. He doesn't act like he's better than anybody. Okay. It says, but still he fluttered pulses when he said good morning and he glittered when he walked. So again, he is a nice guy. He's not arrogant, right? Although he may be richer and better looking than the rest of the townspeople, he talks to them. But when he talks to them, right? Everyone gets excited, like, oh my God, he acknowledged me. Okay. It says he glittered when he walked. Glitter, I think of a celebration. I think fanciful, luxurious. Okay. Stanza 3. And he was rich, yes, richer than a king. We have a hyperbole there. And admirably schooled in every grace. So very educated, very well mannered. In fine, we thought he was everything to make us wish that we were in his place. So all these kind of commoners are almost jealous of his lifestyle, right? Like they wish that they could have his life. They wish that they were that rich, that they were that good looking, that they were that well dressed. Final stanza. So on we worked and waited for the light and went without the meat and cursed the bread. And Richard Cory, one calm summer night, went home and put a bullet through his head. What? Oh my God, this is not what we were expecting, right? All of the townspeople were like, we want to be Richard Cory, right? What they did not know is that he was clearly silently suffering from something that no one knew. So part of your homework today is going to ask you to rewrite this last stanza. I like a happy ending, so this ending will not suffice for me. So you guys are going to give Richard Cory a much happier ending. We want the life that everyone assumed he had, okay? You'll notice this is number 5 on your study guide. It says continue the meter and rhyme scheme of your original poem. So you are writing all of stanza 4, so you should have 4 lines. You need your first line to rhyme with your third line, right? And your second line to rhyme with your fourth. It doesn't have to rhyme with light or night. It can be whatever ending word you want. Just make sure, right, every other line rhymes. You also need to keep up the meter, so make sure each line has 10 syllables. Okay, if you have any questions as you continue reading, just let me know.